Gun Limited AVR Vanguard Creed, let's go baby! Vanguard Creed, the gun of smothering the player with the most accessories possible to make them think they're getting a high-end marker, when all they're getting is a machine piece of shit from UK. Well, at least that's what the review said online. It comes with a fuck ton of lucky pearls. And an absolute absurd amount of chargers in case you decide to go to Africa to play some paintball. Seriously though, I don't need 12 freaking adapters to go plug in my gun to a different country's outlet. Anyway, what Vanguard attempted to do was absolutely smother the player with useless shit that they'll probably never use and never want. In a nutshell, they just smothered them until they said, oh, yep, this justifies the $900 price tag it justified back in 2009 when this gun released. Similar quality guns could be held up to the Ego or other poppets at the time. Genuinely, these were not well accepted, especially the V1s, which had multiple issues. And they didn't have a factory in the US, so most owners were forced to ship their guns back to the UK, where they had to fix them and then ship them back, all while still paying the shipping costs, of course. The gun for me really kind of struck a chord. I liked how it looked. I've owned one before, and the one before it left me a ton of spare parts, like this guy. Even though it is a Vanguard part, it doesn't fit the RAM housing, just the RAM fits, so I don't know what's up with that, but it's a good gun, and I just had to get another one. Got this one for $300. Comes with everything except the fancy barrel sock and shit. But let's take a closer look at it. It's a good gun, it's ergonomically correct at the time, and it's slimmed down to the absolute minimum. Unfortunately, the gun from 2009 definitely shows its age with its missing important cover to keep dust and shit out of the charging port. The foregrip has a slight mold that can't get straight for whatever reason. And the anodizing is fading, even though I think that's from factory, since Vanguards weren't really known or reliable for their high-quality materials. They were just kind of known for, making the guns look really cool. Tons of features, dude. Check out all the features. Check out all the dried paint in the feed neck. They came with the Lucky style inserted barrels, 3 backs, or 3 long parts of the barrel, I guess, 3 fronts, and then 2 backs, or 1 back per gun. I just have 2 because of my other Vanguard Creed. For whatever reason, I can't remember the color of it, but I think it was red and black, but I can't remember. Anyway, the gun looks really good for 2009. Looks about a lot smoother than the chunky, blocky Egos and Intimidators and B2Ks at the time. Honestly, it looks good. Almost like a Lux if it was a poppet. They did make the 2009 Impulse, even though that had more issues than one could complain about. These also had slight issues of ones, but nothing really too much to complain about. Leaky poppets and all that, but we're fixed on the V2 versions. Mine has absolutely no issues, and I love it. Comes with all the high-tech features you should expect out of a gun from this era. On-off ASA. Macro line, which, adjustable regulator, and a 4-way adjustable trigger to really tune your liking. And, of course, the infamous LED screen, since every gun back then had to have an OLED screen to be modern. Of course, the craze really wouldn't catch on until a few years. Thank God I had an extra gun, because while I had an extra gun, I also got an extra board, and parts for these guns are most impossible to find. This one doesn't come with a stock battery. Instead, it comes with an aftermarket battery that the previous owner decided to rig up, and it somehow worked successfully. It's been able to hold a charge through a whole outing, and I've been able to hold one charge, and I've gone out about 6-7 times now, so it's holed up. Has all your standard features, adjustability you could ever want, even though all the buttons are pretty stiff and not to everyone's liking. Wish they could be adjusted. Of course, you got your clamping feed neck, standard of all guns, hopefully by that time. And then your, of course, bolt. Pop it, simple, take out. Unfortunately, this is a Delrin design similar to the Egos at the time, but with breech sealing O-rings. I did find a bolt, though, at the local field that my buddy had that I bought this gun off of that had non-breech sealing O-rings. It was a weird bolt. Anyway, I looked it up, and there was no way or any info on that bolt. And the other stuff it comes with are the barrels, tons and tons of barrels. 3. You got 2 14-inch and then a 16-inch. However, I still have all my old barrels from my old Vanguard, so I have like 8 barrels total. One of them I'm using on my Mark. I had my buddy Mark, funny enough, test the gun and tune it for me, so here's some video of that.
than what I did to it. I was turning the LPR in and turning the pressure up, so if I back the LPR out, it should drop that. There we go.
That sounds a lot better. That sounds great.
Oh, there we go.
That's me asking if
Oh, yeah, that's... Okay, Kevin, yeah.
That was me asking if he remembered how to set it up.
That's what I was
Because I
saying.
couldn't figure out how to do it. When I got in Lego, I never had to do that.
Wait a minute, is your name Skylar?
No, it's Damien.
Did you... Wait, that was yours in that video?
No.
Oh, I thought you said that was your gun. Huh?
No, I bought one. I was asking if he remembered how he set that one up. Because I was having so much problems with trying to...
What year did these guns come out?
Oh, 12, I think?
09.
09?
08.
I've got an Ego 10, and this shoots exactly like that Ego 10.
Does it?
Yeah,
What was it?
I have
was
it with
08?
me.
I thought it was 12. I could be
Yeah.
just
No,
dumb
not
now.
There you
12.
go. Try that.
Woo.
I still got my black and red one still in the car.
That was just an LPR tune.
I messed with that fucking gun. The black one didn't even come with the battery. But no.
After properly tuning the Vanguard, it shot absolutely great. Still had a bit of kick though, but I got some fine tuning done on my field and it ended up being a really solid shooter. Toward the end there, we were just discussing the creedness of the Creed and how to tune it and properly get our settings set, while also splooging over the promised return of the QMTO videos in the paintball world. Kevin, you better come back. We miss you, buddy. We really do. Been watching all your videos like 10 or 8 times per day. It's getting old. Please make a review. I'll pay you. I'll pay you lots of money. Anyway, here's me just fucking around with the Vanguard light. Enjoy. Peace, guys. Have a good one.